This is for Josh.
Wow.
He knows what's up. Okay. Hey guys, and welcome back to Masters Guild Into the Badlands. Let's just kind of get. We're gonna get right into it.
I mean, okay.
All of you went into Jenkintown. You, I believe, were looking for the colonel.
Yeah.
Or the
we were looking for the colonel, but he was out fishing or something.
Right. No, yeah, he's attending to other matters.
Yeah.
So you decided to go to the sheriff's office, and he's also attending to other matters of which you don't know.
And then we heard about the preacher.
Right. You met this individual over here, Avery Hammond, while he was discussing things with the priest. The priest's flock, literal flock, is being defended by a pack of wolves.
It's a
which you have decided to
pack.
is a very large pack. Which you have decided to take up on as well. Upon arriving, you found what looked like a bear fighting off a pack of wolves. And when the bear ripped out the wolf's throat, you turned around, looked in your general direction. You don't know if he sees you or not, but it's actually a man with sharpened teeth, and his face is obviously covered in blood after biting through a wolf's neck. So that is where we begin today.
Beautiful.
So there's a wolf tussle. The man looks in your general direction. What do you do?
Stealth. Trying to hide. I don't want him to see me.
I just start walking towards him. Quickly. Just basically half speed, 15 feet. With my
It's nat 20.
nice stealth.
Okay.
It's a good start to today's session.
You sit down on your rump and you are behind a bush and you feel very stealthy.
Just kind of
Draw. I already have my rifle up, so I will attempt to find cover, make myself unseen, so I'm prepared to take a shot at one of the wolves.
Are you trying to stealth away, or are you just trying to get partial
More
cover
hide.
for combat?
Or hide for combat.
yeah.
Okay.
Which he can do both of because rogues.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're just.
I'm walking towards
Walking
him
toward
with my my hands kind of hovering over my one of
Your
my guns.
peacemakers?
Yeah, my peacemakers.
Okay. And these are the new. These are the
new
guns.
peacemakers.
The new ones.
Yep.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah. So
First
I'm gonna-
character
yeah.
death.
So move your character up.
And you said it was all flat ground, right?
It's all flat ground.
So I'm just gonna move to basically there, just kind of
Okay.
casually walking forward.
Cool. So
That's
like 5, 10,
15,
15, 20,
20,
25, 30, 35, 40.
about 50 feet.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite in range yet. So
Right.
I'll go ahead and move another. Which I'm still not in range,
Yeah.
but
I'll actually, and that's all you're doing?
I'll turn to you as I'm walking away, and I'll just be like, "Cover me, just in case anything bad happens."
I just nod, and then I'll go behind a tree over here.
Okay. There's a tree right there. Look at that.
Tree right there, and then I will hide, and I'm gonna take a shot at the wolf flanking the thing.
I'm gonna,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You'll have disadvantage because the wolf is behind him.
This one here?
Oh, this one here. Okay.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can take a shot.
Oh, I
Okay.
forgot I have
So
grip
I'll hide
points.
Okay.
I'm not particularly well hidden.
Okay.
That's 10.
Okay. So you run. You slide behind a tree.
Yeah. And I'll take a.
Brief question: do I? Because we didn't discuss this before, considering the changing in homebrew rules.
Mhm.
Normally, if you make a melee attack, you can, if you're wielding a weapon in your offhand, you can bonus action attack with it. Am I able to do that with my revolvers?
Yes.
Or okay, cool, sick.
So, attacking this wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Would I get advantage on this wolf because it is being aggressed by someone else, or is that only going to be for
I'm gonna
allies?
see. I'm gonna say no because he's not an ally.
All right. Cool. I'll just take a shot. That is a 13 to hit this wolf.
Yeah, that'll hit. Yep.
Lovely.
Roll damage.
That is going to be 3d4. And no sneak attack. Was I hidden from the
No.
wolf? Okay.
I was on high stealth roll. Sadness.
No, it was a
I want to
low
have
stealth roll.
I want to have my gun at the ready.
Wait, did you have advantage on the shot?
No.
No, I did
Oh,
not get
that's
advantage on the
unfortunate.
shot.
I mean, it'll still be decent damage. It's just a wolf after all.
Yeah.
Probably.
Just a
It's
just a wolf.
just a wolf. One
Oh.
of 30.
I'm just waiting for the secret
have it-
magic that Josh
The
has.
secret magic
For
that
the
doesn't
purposes
exist.
of this,
We-
has
we
combat
come across a
started for us,
witch.
or are they considered
The
a
same
combat
witch that raised.
already?
So this
that
is-
raised
Just because.
Samson
Essentially,
from the dead.
essentially, I'm giving you guys
For
a
Saul.
surprise round
Okay.
before combat starts.
Okay.
So he decided to hide. He decided to walk out in plain view. You decided to fire. This will be your surprise.
This is the most
Okay.
efficient surprise round I've ever
I
done.
do get-
I
do
just
get
walk
sneak
out in the
attack
open.
then,
Okay,
because
that's fine.
they are considered that.
Yep.
And it is an auto crit.
Cool.
Oh, because
Because
first round of combat.
Yeah.
Frickin'
so
assassins.
9, 10, 11 points plus, and I add dex to this, so 3, so 14 points, and that's 10,
And then
plus another 14.
So 28.
Nice.
Okay.
And we're doing 4th edition crits, right?
What's that?
4th edition crits where we max and then roll, or are we just doubling the dice?
You can max and then roll.
Sick.
We'll let that happen.
So, yeah, so that should be
28. Okay. So
piercing.
at his utterance to you about keeping his back,
Mhm.
or giving him cover, you dart to the nearest tree, and as you slide, you pull out your sniper rifle,
Mhm.
and just before being hidden behind the tree, you let off one fire or one shot, and right as he begins to bite at this individual in the bear cloak, the bullet hits right on the side of the jaw, dislocating its entire jaw, and he falls over a limb and whimpering. So not dead, but
But practically.
Practically.
Dang.
Right.
okay.
Ouch.
Okay. So everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Not bad.
Hey, that's
Oh.
pretty
Yikes.
good.
That's sad.
Well, you are the doctor.
Yeah.
Got a nat 20, and this is just.
I got a nat 20 to sit on my butt.
But you are very stealthy.
But you are very hidden.
Yes.
Alright, 10.
10,
17.
17.
7.
So,
Woohoo! I wasn't last.
okay.
This is the campaign with
I don't remember the last time that happened. Lindell. Freaking Lindell.
Okay. First,
Yes.
wolves are second. Third, fourth, fifth.
All right.
Nice.
Seeing, as you're sliding, you notice the individual in the bear cloak spin, and you could swear that he looked at you before you disappeared behind the tree. You fire, it drops one of the wolves, and as you peek back around, you see a slight smirk on his face. Gnarly, jagged, sharpened teeth, and he turns around and he grabs one of the wolves behind him. This one here. He actually tackles the wolf here. That'll get him an attack of opportunity.
What a man.
And misses.
Manimal.
Are you're all obviously you're watching this. Are you watching this, or are you just like hidden? Not
No,
looking at it?
I'm watching. I
Okay, so
wanted
you're
to.
peering through the brush.
That's what I was saying. I'm having my gun at the ready.
Okay, cool. So I guess all of you can see this. He tackles the wolf, and he grabs it by the bottom jaw and the top jaw, and he begins to pry it open. And you hear a loud crack, and the wolf's mouth, the skin, the membrane and skin here, tears open, and he reaches into the mouth, grabs the tongue, and pulls it out.
Ruthless.
Turns around, and he begins at this wolf.
Okay. This is interesting.
Attacks him and misses. So as he's turning around, the wolf jumps at him from behind, but misses him just barely, because as he's turning around, he's changed his footing. The wolf misses and lands on the other side of him. All right,
The wolf's turn.
that was the wolf's turn.
Oh, nice.
Whoop.
This one bleeds out. Oh,
Still good.
okay, there we go.
Nice. I'm just gonna move within about 20 feet of the wolf.
So like here,
Yeah, there-ish.
it gives you 20 feet away.
Yeah, and as I do, I'm gonna pull my first gun out and fire at the wolf that is living.
Okay, and you roll it. Yeah, go ahead and roll d20.
That is probably gonna hit. That's a 24. to
Oh,
hit.
your gun breaks.
Unfortunate. These new guns. I'll bonus action fire at him again with the other weapon.
Okay,
With a 19 to hit this time.
your gun breaks.
Bastard. After the first one breaks, I just kind of look at it. I holster it. I pull out the second one and try to take a shot. When it breaks as well, I just...
By break, so the first one, the barrel blew out like a banana.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, the cylinder actually fell out.
I just kind of... I look down at the cylinder. I take a sigh. I put it back in the holster. I pick up the cylinder and just kind of pocket it. I look back towards you, and I just say, we're going to be paying that gunsmith another visit after we're done here. And instead, I'll just pull my tomahawks out.
Okay.
That's my turn. So.
All right.
Wait a minute. I bought medicine from this guy.
Yeah, I just pull my tomahawks out, do a quick
Odd
spin.
amount of it too.
Yeah.
Watered down medicine, scam artist, snake oil
If
salesman.
it is even that.
You drink snake venom.
Your turn.
I just kind of do a quick spin with one of my tomahawks, and it's
It's
my
good to
turn.
you.
I'll shift to the other side of the tree and then
Okay.
bonus action hide. Still. Oh wait, that's better. That's a 14.
Okay.
And then shot.
Okay. So you spin your back
It's
against the other side of the
delicious.
tree.
Yeah. So change my position a little bit.
Yep. You peer around for your shot.
Right.
22 to hit.
Yep. That'll hit.
Nice.
And roll damage.
I gotta place next to target.
For the
We've
purposes
also
of
got a
this,
dark-
was I
dark-
hidden?
dark side.
Or-
Yes, you are. Yep.
Yeah. And these ones
that
are charged too, so you can actually get all of the stuff.
7.
Which is great.
11 points of piercing
Okay.
on the wolf still standing.
Okay. You spin around to the other side of the tree. You ready your rifle. You peer down the sights. The wolf is getting ready to pounce. It's just skidding across the ground, ready for the next strike against this individual. And just as it lifts off the ground, you fire. You clip its back haunches and it drops, eliminating roll luck for me.
Just a d20?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
No.
And what's your luck stat?
10.
A 10?
Mhm.
Okay. A 10, a nat 20 off of a 10. Yeah, so you fire you fire at the wolf, it hits the back haunches, and it eliminates the wolf's next attack against this individual.
Nice.
Okay. Isaiah.
Yes.
Your turn.
I see what happens with this dude's gun. I'm just like... I get up and I'm going to start making my way over there.
Walking fast.
So, can you move me, River?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
What's your speed? 30?
Yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30? Like that?
And I'm going to take a shot at the wolf.
Okay. The wolf has just landed. It's kind of limping on its back leg.
Oh, okay. Alright. Sorry. 1 second. Pull that up. Yeah, that's 22.
Yep, hits. Roll damage.
Alright. Nice. That's 9 damage.
Nice. Okay. So, are you rushing up? You jump out of the brush? What's the...
Yeah, I'll, like I was watching, I just kind of like sigh.
Mm-hmm.
So I stand up and just start making my way. Like, gun pointed down, start running over.
Okay. So you burst forth from the brush,
Mm-hmm.
and you sprint over. You come to a skidding stop as you drop to one knee. as your knees are skidding across the ground, you fire at the wolf, and you think it hit a vital organ, because it begins to wheeze, but you might have just broken ribs. You're not sure, but it's not looking good.
Got it. And yeah, I'm gonna put away my rifle and take out my razors.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
All right. It's his turn. At your shot, you notice the man in the bearskin turn and give you the same jagged smile that he gave your compatriot here. Turns back around and lunges at the wolf.
Got it.
This time missing, surprisingly. He jumps over the top of the wolf. The wolf was there, but after you shot it, it dropped down a little bit, causing him to essentially just clear more than he had assumed that he was going to, and that's his turn.
Got it.
Wolf's turn. He'll be here. Wolf decides to try to run. An opportunity attack. Misses again.
Wow.
Surprisingly.
Weird bad luck for this guy.
The wolf begins to sprint off, but seeing as it's so wounded, it's at half speed at the moment.
I'll move 10 feet closer to the wolf, which puts me about 20 feet from it, right?
Yeah, you're within 20 feet.
And I'm just going to huck one of my tomahawks at it.
Okay.
With a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. For 10 points of damage.
Yeah. As it's sprinting off, I'll say you take a couple steps forward, and being somewhat perturbed at your new firearms, this is trusty.
Oh yeah.
You know this works.
Oh yeah. It works every time.
Yeah. And yeah, and you throw expertly, I might add, your tomahawk. This is the first time you're seeing this happen.
Mm-hmm.
You're aware of his proficiency already, somewhat, but even you're impressed with this. The tomahawk soars through the air briskly. It's very, very fast. And it plants itself just below the back skull of the wolf, causing it to fall limp. And you're out of initiative.
And did you say that other wolf, the first one that he shot, is still alive a little bit?
Yeah, it's sitting there whimpering. It's
Yeah,
not doing
I just kind of-
it's bleeding out.
I kind of walk over to the one that I just hit, pull my tomahawk out of it.
Okay.
Kind of brush it off on some of the fur that I'm wearing.
Yep.
And then I'll turn towards the man in the bear skin. Tomahawk's still out, kind of holding them firmly in my hands, but just kind of looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
Say, "What business do you have around here?"
He's crouched over still, looking around. And he lunges in your direction.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I immediately hook one of my tomahawks at him without any, like as soon as he moves towards me.
We're rolling initiative again?
No.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll for attack.
16.
Surprisingly misses. He lunges at you, dodges. He makes it to you and jumps past you and lands on the wolf you didn't see in the brush.
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't hit him. That would have sucked. Tomahawk to the face of my rescuer is a little...
Your tomahawk is...
yeah.
And missing your initial shot, you're wondering how. But you turn around and he is going to town on this wolf. He's biting and clawing and scratching and pulling it apart ferociously.
Oh.
And he stands up. He wipes the blood off of himself. Really, it's just smearing all over the many furs that he's wearing. You notice that the bear head is kind of protruding on his head. Somehow. It's odd. And he extends his hand out, and it's covered in fur and viscera and blood and probably saliva from him ripping.
Just kind of look at his hand for a second.
He looks at you, and he's...
And I just kind of take his hand.
Antler Tilly's the name. How are you?
Just turn and I go get my tomahawk.
I walk up.
He's not one for words, is he?
I'm a ways off.
I put my
Just shakes head from a tree.
I put my razors on my belt, walk over to him.
I love that you were fully ready to fight with like a dual set of razors. I love that you were fully ready to just go razors out.
Oh yeah.
Like the demon barber of Fleet Street.
He's just kind of like, you walk off and he sees you walking up and he's just kind of... Is that all of them?
Afraid not. Not even remote.
Where are they?
No, we were just
I'm
fighting.
gonna get them! You seen them? Where are they at?
Seen the tracks.
Do you like wolves?
I suppose I don't have no real issue with wolves themselves, but, well, he's been taking things that weren't theirs, taking things of mine, other people's, soon, the wolves. But, no, there's one reason, and one reason only I went after these wolves. Specific.
Why is that?
He reaches down, he grabs one, and he lifts it up. He breaks off the top half of the skull, and he hands it to you. Just take a look! Here you go. There's what appears to be gold dust on the teeth, as if it were plaque, but just gold dust. Now, near as I can tell,
Oh, that's right. Interesting.
that's gold. Now, I ain't a smart man, but I don't think that wolves typically like to eat, precious metals. So I want to know,
Where they're at.
who's paying these wolves to kill all them people? Lambs. Things.
I just defeatedly holster both of my tomahawks.
Hey, you're pretty good with them.
Probably
Your
nobody.
pistols, though, those could use some.
Yeah.
I
We'll
doubt-
have to go
Shining.
visit a
I
friend.
doubt that anyone's actually paying the wolves,
But
but
how did they get the gold?
that is an interesting. It is an
Unless they're
interesting
caved.
predicament.
So essentially, I have a theorem and you do not. So
Unless their den has gold in it.
more or less.
they're dead.
Well,
I'm gonna take out one of my razors, and
Now,
I'm
that's a thought.
gonna take out one of my razors and just try and like cut open like where the stomach would be, like where I can assume the stomach would be.
You're doing that wrong. That's his lung.
Oh, would you mind helping
I'm
me?
kidding. That's his stomach. It's fine. You must know your way around some wolfy anatomy.
Yeah, wolves.
I'm gonna call you Wolfie from now on. All right, Wolfie? I'm gonna call you Tomahawk.
That's fine.
I'm gonna call you. What's your name?
You can call me James.
I'm gonna call you James. Jimmy. Jimmy James. Jimmy James Johnson.
Good enough.
Jim James' son.
You know James once. He ain't around here anymore.
Well, it's good you returned.
Do I see any gold in there in the stomach?
You see the stomach lining has a smattering of like gold dust.
But no, like,
But
no,
no
like nuggets.
nuggets, no.
Okay.
Can I pull a pistol that had the barrel fall out, not the one that bananaed, but the
Mhm.
one with the barrel, and
The
see if
cartridge?
I can fix it.
Banana.
Yeah.
Just roll at Tinker's Tools.
It is
It's a
very
nat 19,
interesting.
which makes
Yeah,
it
You get it back in there.
like 25.
Yeah,
That is
you get it back
very
in there, but there's a pin that holds the barrel when it swings out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2 sizes too small.
I just shake my head at the abomination that is this weapon.
You might be able to pull the pin from the other one, since you're obviously not going to use the other one. See if it works.
I look at the other one, see if the pin's about the right size for this one, or is it also too small?
Too small.
Yeah. Right. Well,
He just got one big pin and chopped it up.
good news is, it's still a mighty fine reckoning tool. For that,
Antler Tilly grabs it out of your hand, and this you contest.
I contest.
Okay.
Sleight of hand? Question mark?
Yeah, sleight of hand. You can decide.
It's a 5. It's only an 11.
Yeah, he grabs it.
Yeah.
Grabs a rock. Yeah. Okay. Cocks it. Fires one. That'll hold you until you get back to town and get a better weapon.
It's a bit unorthodox.
What did you
It
spend
fired.
on that thing anyway? He smiles and he's missing a tooth.
Yeah.
And he's bleeding.
Too much. And I just put the bullet that's now missing. Just reload one of the
Three
chambers.
is too much for them. What, you know, it cost me a tooth. So. That's okay, it'll grow back. It always does.
That's impressive.
Can I try to pick up the wolf trail again?
I walk up to him
I
now.
wouldn't advise you to do that too many times, though.
I walk up to him now. You
Maybe
say
so.
your teeth. You say your teeth are growing back. After
And
years.
yours? That's like the 4th time I pulled that tooth out. He's itching his head, but he can't get to his head because there's a big. Again, the
bear head.
the bear head is protruding on his head, but there's like a
Yeah.
space like this far. It's not sitting on his head properly, but it's not. It shouldn't be able to sit like that.
I'm out of game. I'm assuming I would know this to be like impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna try to pick up the wolf's trail again.
Okay.
We're on the hunt for
Yes,
more of
well,
these creatures.
14.
Yeah. So through the scuffle, you find a couple of wolf trails that kind of lead off.
I just kind of lean down
but-
and I'm examining the prints.
There's only 2 sets of tracks.
I look
Far
back.
from the herd of wolves that you assumed.
Would you like to help us find the wolves and come with?
Speaking of which, I may have picked up the track of at least a couple of them, but they seem to have diverted from the rest of the pack.
Well, diverted, absolutely. I stuffed my arm so far up their rear end. I ain't smart. Shut up. They're dead.
At least he knows.
Saves us some time.
Could follow these two, or we could try and find the rest of the pack first. Make our way towards
Yeah.
the den.
You know about how many are in this forest? Still alive.
How many wolves are in the forest? I mean, lots. It's a forest. And it's a big forest.
Probably about 30. if
I ain't
my
smart,
count is
but
right.
I know that there's at least.
A lot.
Well, I can't count. But there's a lot.
Well, we just found you all single-handedly were fighting 4 of them, so I didn't want to assume that you hadn't already killed a lot of them.
Those were leftovers. I've been at this for a while.
Okay.
So we could find the den, or we could track these two back.
Oh, I know where
Maybe
the
they
den
circle
is.
back around.
You know where the den is?
I've been at this for a while. Of course I know where the den is. What kind of a person would I be?
Well,
Blood begins to pour off of his forehead. You can't see what he's scratching at.
Okay.
you also live out here?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you take us to the den then?
Do you need help with that?
This way. And he turns and he just continues scratching.
I wouldn't.
And he begins walking through the field.
You want me to take a look at that for you?
Oh, would you?
Yes.
Are you some sort of...
I'm a doctor.
You're a doctor.
Yeah, stop.
Well, maybe you
stop
can
scratching.
figure out how to get these out. He pulls off his bare head, and he has 2 spike antlers that belong to a deer stuck into his head. It looks like they were surgically implanted.
It's Billy, but he's human.
Or what? Doesn't look healthy.
And with a gun.
That does not look very good. How did you get them in there?
Oh, near as I can remember, it had something to do with my mom. She thought I was ugly. My dad said something about he could be uglier. She said, prove it. So we did. They've been there so long, I think they fused my skull bone. Look, and he starts pulling on it, and it's
Stop pulling.
It hurts. Thank you for telling me to stop.
Yeah. Well, I can take a look at those, but it would... I can't.
You don't understand what I've been through. When I was young, everyone said that I was horny. Made fun of me.
Want some low-hanging fruit?
Were you?
I got a pair of twigs and berries, don't I? Yeah. I'm a man. And they ain't horns, they're antlers. And so, the kids are kind of stupid. They don't know the difference between horns and antlers. Antlers on deer, horns on, prong.
Yeah, those should not be in there. They should not be on your head.
Really?
Really.
I know!
Yeah. We can look into getting them removed when we get back to town.
Town. I don't know town. People don't like me in town.
Back in my town, I've got my own practice there.
They don't like me there.
You don't know about my town.
What town are you from?
Hey Josh, what town am I from again?
Dire Straits.
From Dire Straits.
Yeah, they don't like me there.
Well,
Probably on
they like me,
mad
so
horniness.
they'll
That's
respect me.
because you don't have horns or sharpened teeth.
If you come with me, we can take a look. Yeah, those. Yeah.
Are you a dentist too?
I'm not.
Can you tell me why this tooth always grows back?
It is a medical mystery. I cannot tell you that.
Right. We should find them wolves before nightfall.
Yeah, meanwhile, do not touch the horns.
Not even that one?
That one either. Especially with everything on your hands right now. It would be very much... It would not.
Free lubrication! But doctor's orders. He turns around and he begins to walk toward the other edge of the forest.
Why?
Just switch the holsters on my guns so that the one that kind of works is in the right holster.
Okay. Alright, so... Are we following the,
He's moving along, but he's not following the trail of the 2 wolves that you found.
Let's We should do something with these, or at least mark this area, so we come back for it.
I can find my way back.
Yeah, because we'll need a pelt as proof.
Right. Find a nearby tree and just kind of just mark every couple of trees as I'm going down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You're setting up a bird trail.
Yep.
That's fine.
As we were walking, I'm staring in marvel at this man. At this wonderful
Freak of nature.
wonderful freak of nature.
He's. You know, I'm real lonely, but I think.
No.
I was just gonna say.
No.
They're paying my time.
No. I know.
Keeps walking. So you're walking through the forest.
Make sure that my rifle's loaded and
Mhm.
continue on.
He's walking through the forest. Are you guys following him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still
Best we
marking
can.
like every few trees as we're going along.
Okay. And we're gonna pause there for a moment. Your daughter. Okay. So you guys make it through the forest. This side out. And not make it through the forest. You're making it through the forest, and you come to a point in the forest where it seems almost too overgrown, and there is a small, we'll call it a crack in the ground, big enough for you guys to fit in, but I mean you're just fitting in.
They're all in there.
They were.
I'll just call you Wolfbreaker, unless you have a different name you won't go by.
I don't know. My name is Antler Tilly, but if you like Wolfbreaker, then I can be Wolfbreaker. Yeah, Wolfbreaker.
Can
It
I
sounds cool, right?
Antler too.
Can I do a quick check of the surrounding area to see if I can kind of tell how many wolves might be in there?
Yeah.
Uh, 19.
Yeah. So you're checking around. All of the tracks that are here are faded and old, with the exception of one, and that's a very big wolf.
Looks like most of the wolves moved out of here some days ago.
They didn't move out. Pulled them out. So come here. You're coming with me.
They haven't been back. There is a very large one, though, or at least it's got very large feet.
Yeah. That's Samson. He's a big one. He was the first time that I had to pull this tooth out. It got lodged in his ear.
Samson.
Yes, sir.
How often does Samson come out?
Oh, I don't know. Once every few days, I think. He doesn't eat every day, which is odd. But I just figured, he feeds on the other wolves that are down there, alpha male and such.
Right. Well.
But now that there's no more wolves down there, one would assume that he'd be out post haste pretty quick. But who knows? I haven't seen him in a while.
In that case, we could go in, lay a trap if he's not there,
You're gonna go in there?
kill him if he is. Why not?
You see how small that hole is?
I think they're smaller.
How does he get out?
Me too. Oh.
How does he get out?
I don't know. I'm assuming that there's like probably
His tooth goes back.
a back portion to this cave system hole thing. I've never been down. I just see there be little eyes come up. What I do is I do this. Like, and he crawls up around where this crack in the ground. It's kind of sitting on a knoll, so the crack comes up this way.
Mhm.
He gets up on top of here, and he kind of peers in. I just wait for them beady little eyes to show up as if they're about to come out, and I reach my hand down in there, and as he reaches in, he begins to scream.
Take my rifle out and look for her eyes.
What are you doing with that? My arm's out of the way. What are you doing? Get my arm out of here!
I'm not a good shot.
Huh?
I just like, I'm a good shot.
Get my
Don't do
razors
that.
out.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that either.
Well, you want your arm back, don't you?
Yeah, I got my arm back. It's fine, man. You guys are really easy to scare.
You were about to be. You seem much scared than I was.
I have a tomahawk in one of my hands. I was fully prepped to just cut his arm off.
I have my razors. I was prepared to help.
He looks at the two of you.
You almost lost your arm. You better watch out how you do that.
I just slowly put my tomahawk back.
No sense of humor. What kind of tragic backstories do you guys have?
Requires a drink.
I agree. Would you like a drink? My place is not far from here.
I want to kill this wolf first.
I don't have a tragic backstory.
Preferably before nightfall. I'll light up a torch and just kind of drop it in the hole.
Or toss it in.
It kind of gets lodged in the hole and your torch is sitting there. It's, when I say crack in the ground, it's like
Yeah.
spelunking. You're going to be in there. You're going to be compressed, and you're going to be moving inches at a time.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Well, we could climb through, or we could try to find out where that other hole is. Go back
I've
to
been
track
looking for
them.
about 3 months. I can't find it.
Could go back to track them.
Well, we do have tracks of it is here. We can at least see where it's falling off to.
I can do that. Yeah, I'll get back down towards the beginning of the crack and try to follow the big footprints.
Okay.
Do you think, sir, that
You
you
helping
might
me?
be able to
Well, that's gonna be
Mimic a
plenty
wolf
high
sound.
enough, though.
Mimic a wolf sound.
like make the same sound as them? Maybe we could draw them in, and that way we could follow them, find the other hole.
I doubt that they. We want to attract them closer to where they actually would go. Otherwise, they'll just go through the crack here.
To attract a wolf, you do not make a wolf sound. You make a dying critter sound. Like a rabbit. Got a rabbit?
They're
I do
just
not.
they're just as much scavengers as they are players.
You grab a rabbit and break its leg, toss it in the clearing, you'll get a wolf.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I have all those dead rabbits.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 23 to track the wolf prints.
Yep. Yeah, they're very big prints. And you are tracking them for about 10 feet. And then they stop at a tree.
Claw marks on the tree.
I look up in the tree.
It's really bushy.
Well, that is disconcerting.
Well,
Back up a little bit from the tree to see if there's if I can get a
it's
better
not
look at
incredibly
one.
common either. I'll pull down like 2 of the rabbit
Yeah.
carcasses.
Mhm.
Just kind of toss one at the base of the tree that it looks like he climbed, and then move like 3 trees down and toss another one at the base of that. Step back
Yeah.
probably a good 20 feet from, like 20 feet in between the 2 of them.
Mhm.
Just kind of keep an eye upwards and outwards.
So, I have a proposition for you folks. Looks like you have playing to catch Samson. Why don't we go to my place and watch him from there?
Why would he go by your place?
Because it's right there. There's like a lean-to against the small mound and little hole covered in wolf pelts.
Okay.
If nothing else, he's a good tanner. I'll give him that.
I mean, I suppose that sounds like a plan.
And we can have him.
Give us some time to wait for it. Might come out tonight.
Leave something for it to keep it from just dashing past us.
Keep your rifle close by, just in case we see it off in the distance. You can take a shot.
All right.
Ain't no drinking until after we're done. You
Sure. No drinking until after we catch Samson.
Oh,
Need to stay
we
sharp.
need no. All I do is drink.
You can drink.
Obviously, this is not a face of somebody who does not drink.
You do all the drinking you need to. I won't drink.
What could it possibly do with that?
some form of
Come again.
mutation, friend.
Nothing. Never mind.
Good guy.
That's right, good diet. And he reaches down into his pack and he pulls out a squirrel. Probably a squirrel. No fur. He doesn't just eat the meat off of it, he chomps into the bones.
Good die. I'll turn and start walking towards his lane too.
Let's go.
Also, good for your teeth.
No, thank you.
At least you have managed. I like all three of you.
I walked towards the
I
lane.
just nod and keep walking slowly.
Do you have anything to cook?
I got rabbit.
He has some rabbit. Let's see, I have some mule deer, I have some white-tailed deer, I think I got some elk left over. Got some bear, got some squirrel, got some possum,
How old
got
is
some
it?
scorpion, got some...
How old is it all?
Oh, that's just from yesterday.
They're a fishing hunter.
Been
May not
here
be
for
too
quite a long
close,
time. I didn't even... So this guy's all grizzled. I didn't give you guys a description before, but whatever you're thinking,
Yeah.
pretty much what he looks like.
Whatever you're thinking, that's the one.
Because everyone's thinking of the same person.
I can cook us up a meal while we wait for Samson.
Now, think about that. So if you spark up a fire, Samson might not come around.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cook up a meal after we find Samson.
Sounds good.
Or we'll just head back down to the saloon. Either way.
Sounds like
We could always boil the meat.
Still
when
requires
we
a
need
fire.
a fire.
Ah, got some hot springs.
Hot springs, you say?
Yeah,
I look towards his lean-to.
not there. About a quarter mile away, there's hot springs.
That
This
seems-
whole area used to be volcanic.
That seems a bit too far.
Too far to keep an eye out for Samson.
Yeah.
So one of us keeps an eye out for Samson. The other of us goes out, cooks some meat, brings it back. Or y'all stay here and wait for Samson. I go cook some meat and bring it back for y'all.
I will wait for Samson.
Or I stay wait for Samson, the two of you, and then one of you goes and cooks some meat for y'all.
I think we can.
Or
We could just wait on the meal.
you're the boss.
Let's wait on the meal. That way, in case Samson is out there, the one person making food doesn't get killed.
I've been out here a long time. I've been killed. Samson and I, we had our wrestling matches. Well, neither one of us won yet. Open the bag. I want my tooth back. Still stuck in
Alright, so post up.
Yep.
Keep an eye out for that big wolf.
I'd take a look up in the tree. And just... I know it's pushy, but I'm also pretty observant. So I'm thinking, I'm going to try to see if I can see anything, potentially jumping from tree to tree,
Okay.
yeah.
We're just hiding in one of them.
Perception.
I'll also look for him.
Okay.
It's a 13.
Ooh,
I look for him too.
it's a 22.
It's 21.
Okay. You're all
Snap
staring
branches.
at the tree, listening. What are you guys staring at?
I'm trying to figure out how Samson's traveling through this forest.
He's climbing from tree to tree.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's not up in that tree.
Just
tree
making
it
sure.
is.
I don't know. It's a forest. There's a lot of trees.
Yeah, but he obviously went up that tree, so
He always goes up that tree.
Does he always come down that tree?
No.
Hmm.
So it would behoove you to look at other trees.
Good point.
Been looking at
Roll
other
perception,
trees.
looking at other trees.
Kind of keeping a general
yeah,
lookout
well,
for
that was what I was thinking. I was
big
gonna,
ass wolf.
That's nat 20.
That is a 25.
Okay.
Total 25 and nat 20.
Oh, the 14.
It's an 11.
It's 11. So you guys are zoned in on it. You hear some cracking in some branches to a tree just to the right.
I kind of give like a short whistle. And I just nod towards it.
Would it be able to fall down these trees?
Probably not.
What do
When
you
it falls
see?
out, when I grab it, fall out. He's a weird wolf, climbing trees and such.
I'm not heard of one.
So far, that makes 2 weird things we found in this forest.
Really? What was the first? Gold dust in the teeth, huh?
3 weird things.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I wish I could count.
It's a lot of things. How strong are you feeling today?
How strong I'm feeling today. Stronger than yesterday. And yesterday stronger than the day before that.
So you
and the
can-
day before that.
So you can
And
pull
the day before
Samson
that. And the day before that. And
out of that tree.
how many days is in a year?
A lot.
365.
many.
That many days? So like take 365 and mathematically make it more. How old am I? I'm
Can I try and guess? Would that
yeah.
be perception?
Yeah.
Nature?
Insight? Nature? Nature.
15.
You assume that he's probably close to 60?
Oh, jeez. I wasn't thinking he was that old.
Or he's just led a really hard life.
Got it. I can't ask him because he doesn't know.
I'm just kind of watching the trees from where the noises came from.
And he's trying to, like, you can see that he's really straining his brain, trying to count, or trying to express to you guys how old he is without being able to count. So I'm string the berries on the south side of the tree. How many times they've done that? 4 years. And he's just talking to himself.
Okay, the wolf.
Yeah, while he's doing that, I'm like looking back in that direction.
And then there's that 1 year, there's that fire. Oh, that's every year. Okay, you guys can roll perception.
That's better.
Woo! That's a good roll.
That's a decent roll.
Do that. What's everyone's rolls?
17.
18.
28.
You guys are still looking at the trees?
Find that 20. It's a 31.
You hear more cracking in the trees, multiple trees.
Okay.
I'm just following the sounds
And then
with my
that's
eyes.
that one time. Well, that was the first time I met Samson. He was a baby.
There's others.
I punched him square in his face. Bit my head. And what now?
Are there other big wolves like him?
Do you remember your parents?
Well, near as I can tell, my mama was a lady, And my pa was a guy.
Very descriptive.
Look, man, they just left me out here in the forest to fend for myself after doing this to me, so I don't know. At least that's what I was told by the owl.
You can speak to animals?
Now, this one spoke to me. Giant owl, tall as a man or a lady. Well, about your size, big owl. Told me what happened.
Can I roll to see if I know of any owls that are that big?
Yeah.
Or any kind? Would that be nature, history?
We'll say you can choose. Because you haven't heard of any owls that get that
Say
big.
nature.
Okay.
That's a 16.
You've never heard of any owls that get that big.
That's awesome.
Anyway, so the big owl came walking up to me. He said, Who are you? And I was like, hey, I don't know. Riveting conversation.
Wow.
I go back to listening for Samson.
Yep.
Okay, roll perception. Yeah,
Checking in.
the owl, that was my first time ever.
It's a real roll.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm going to check that
30,
on Samson too.
That was
14.
just the roll.
21.
You know,
You rolled a 14.
more cracking in the
It's like the second lowest I can roll.
more cracking in the trees, further off in the distance now.
Further away?
Yeah, by like the next tree over.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Got
moving away from you guys, but slowly. Anyway. Yeah, what was that owl's name?
Right. Well, he's getting closer and farther, just kind of crawling around.
Oh, he absolutely is getting closer. He's right there. And you guys look up on the lean-to,
Oh no.
and the face of a giant cougar is staring back at you
That's not a wolf.
with a wolf pelt tied around his butt.
What?
Get him! It's Samson! And he jumps up and he grabs him by the ears. My tooth! And he pulls him down, and that's where we'll stop this.
Wow.
What was his name? Antler Billy?
Antler Tilly.
Antler
Tilly.
I love
Antler
this
Tilly.
character so much.
Billy 2.0.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us for this session. Make sure you check us out on TikTok, Twitch, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search The Masters Guild on each one of those. We would love to hear from you guys. Ask us questions. Tell us what kind of content you want to see. And we will go ahead and make sure that we take care of that for you. We love you all. Good night.
Good night.